Sits quietly chewing. Righto. We have begun. Let us view channel. We are live. We are live. Whoop. Yes, we are. Okie dokie. So this has been a wild colony, Freeman Industries. Definitely a change in my personality. I tend to be a do or die. Like I'll fight to the bitter end for a clan because I can't not have all the stuff. I think what made it easier is that Solek was like the lone gunman. It was kind of like it didn't feel like the clan was like the game was already done and we had a chance to instantly start a new one. It was kind of cool. Eventually, at some point, I want to go back to let's have a look. I'm going to click on the spot because if it shows a different location, it means abandoned locations are never going to be the same. Ooh, that's a bit ominous. Yeah, we might not be able to go back. That's alright. Zoom in. We'll start here. We're on a main road. Gonna bury a bunch of bodies though. Bunch of food, get the trait. Is there any traits that I might want to take? Not really. I don't think you get to pick which trait you want. Also, great memory isn't that good. You just don't lose unused skills. And I'm always someone who uses like as many skills as possible. Many hands, light work, all that. When unused skills is deteriorating, it's because I never really needed it in the first place. Okay. Now, one of the things I've been noticing that I've been having a few frame rate issues. So I'm not going to be playing any of the sounds in the background anymore, just to try and take some pressure off the CPU. I just think I've got way too many mods, maybe? I'm not sure. But my computer seems to be getting a little hot. Also, it's getting old. It's the reason why we had to put that noise filter in there, is it grinds. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to lower the chat bar just a little bit so I can actually see if anyone talks. There we go. All right. Internal temperature. Now the question is, you know what I think I'll do? I might stick around long enough to kind of... I don't know guys, I'm just not feeling it. I don't think this is the spot. I'm just... No, that's dramatic. That's a big road. Lots of mountains. Who knows? I think, let's see how this goes. We'll take it day by day. I've given up on predicting what my Rimworld story is going to look like. But eventually, at some point, I will build something that acts as a hotel for people. Have we got 2? Ooh. Ancient ruins. Interesting. Ah, oh, Lordy. A lot of my technical issues might actually be coming to an end. I might have a job. I'm gonna be sick. And because I'm only doing like 2 hours streaming, I think I can make it work. I don't think it's gonna be too much of an issue. Alright, floor. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to remember to post it in Discord. Because for a while there, I didn't know anyone was watching. I always act like there are people watching, just in case. I didn't know there was actually people watching. Planning. Okay, so we'll put it in. But yeah, almost the vast majority of my viewers come in via other YouTube videos that are not mine. I don't know what that means. Also, direct access seems to be Discord. So, very cool. I'm going to go here. Content creating. To post. Oh, I do not have permission to post on that channel. Well, I'll work on that for the next stream. At least we're ready to go. There we go. I had a lot of Germans last night for some reason. Well, I keep thinking they're Germans, and then they said, no, I'm Canadian, I don't know what you're talking about. So not too bad. You kind of want to have a nice room. Only prisoners, because it just directly means that you have to spend less time of your day. Oh, we're feeding them meat. Why are we feeding them meat? Okay, well, not ideal. But we're now looking a lot cleaner. Yeah, but this colony has been absolutely wild. I'll install that, keep that in reserve. Might end up in here. So our next big thing, I think, for the moment will be stockpiling resources. I'm also going to cut down a bunch of trees and build some storage containers like we did in the last phase. One of the reasons I kind of wanted to go back is to just like strip all of the resources from there, but it's too much for travel. We ended up getting like all of the components back, which I found very strange. I watched the video, the stream, yesterday's stream. Cannot figure out how I have 60 components because I'm pretty sure they burned in the last phase. In the last phase we had like 70. See, unless we had 2 stacks, I'm not sure. Is what it is. If you can hear me chewing, it's pineapple lumps. Why did we miss 1 bit of concrete? What? Burying a bunch of the bodies? I should find a mod that can like strip tainted from stuff. God, it'd be too overpowered. The amount of free stuff you'd just get. Prowler. Got a couple of prowlers around. And then we got this little doom buggy, the Snatcher. But yeah, we probably looking good. Let's just compile resources. Get ourselves in recovery. You may notice I don't have a kill box yet. I only really started using kill boxes later. I actually built quite open towns with like open streets and stuff. Originally because it was to stop fires from spreading. But secondly, because I've never really struggled with the raids, which is really ironic considering that I struggled with that one before. But I'm more than happy to like not do quests. I'll build a base and then I'll consider the quests. So like why? Why, dude? What's the serious pain? Oh, he's got the mechanites, the muscle parasites. If you get the no, it's actually just the parasites. If you get the mechanites one, it actually gives you an increased speed and work buff, but it's painful. And it's all this kind of random stuff that happens is the reason why I try to keep everyone's morale as high as possible. Because you just don't see it coming, and they tend to target when one of your guys is about to snap. Is my experience. Okay. Good little start, couple of batteries. Also another tip, digging into the mountain a little bit for your undergrounders, meaning they sleep in there, it's actually good. And just trying to find jobs that keep them inside and away from the outside. So you never use an undergrounder for like farming unless it's a hydroponics farm inside of a mountain. Stuff like that. Basic stuff like that. Yeah, so they celebrate cabin fever. Chemical fascination, he's getting shitty because he hasn't got any chemicals. I normally don't like bringing too many druggies into the colony because they just end up being such a problem. But the thing is, like, a lot of the people that try to raid you, one of the big things they drop is like drugs and stuff like that, so you can keep it going. And I have no real problems with having like social psychite tea and smoke leaf, but any of the other stuff I'm not really a huge fan of using. I think I might have go juice around though. Like, that was nuts. Whenever I'm in an emergency after a raid, just getting those guys all popped up on Monster energy drinks probably wouldn't be a bad thing. Maybe even wake up as well. I might need to explore the drugs a little bit more. It's not a morale thing. We have got a nice straight road though. I'm thinking we build, if we do build a hotel here, I build it there. We'll get the guests rolling. I don't want to build it until I've got the main base set up, because you need to keep these guys away from raids. So you need to overcompensate for the raid to keep them away from your guests. But once you get them going and they love their stay, speak of the devil. This guy's name is Jackal. He's a teetotaler. Decent shooting in the lead. The worst thing is that they don't like drugs. That's fine. You can actually assign them a different drug policy. No drugs, but you can even create a new one. Because the biggest problem with someone like a teetotaler is that they don't have that buffer, because you can use drugs to just knock them away from breaking when you've got them. Oh well, now. I don't know if I forgot if she's raiding immediately or not, but just keep an eye on her. Oh well, now, brown cow. No, she's gonna wait for a bit. Why do I think it's a she? Because it is. I just thought Jackal's like a, I don't know, in my head, a guy name. Where are you going with it? She got a gun? Are you sure you're right to grab that? Nice. Bio, is he still in a daze? No, he's just stressed. You have a bottle and no shooting experience. Willa. Willa does have a hammer. We might get Tony on the other hand cannon. Why does he keep giving... No, Tony, stop it. You know what it is? I have a feeling that the priority of this storage area, I can get to it, I've put it too high. Yeah, I put it to critical, and it means these hoppers are not getting filled. Easiest thing to do is to just go into here and drop storage down to preferred. And then go here, and it's important, so that'll immediately correct. Here they go, they're beginning their assault. It's just like little things like this that you don't realise mess you up. I will hold for a second, guys, because she coming. With a bowman, might not be a terrible idea to just wait in the door till she gets nice and close and then come flying out. So sit right there. And boom. Willa, attack immediately. Solak and Tony are going to go flying that way. There we go. And then you can try and roll it down so they don't shoot Willa in the back. Boom, dead. Crazy. The amount of times I've had shot my melees in the back. Whoa. Another body. Shame. If you get them injured, it's not a bad idea to strip them no matter what they do. Because then you get their clothes for selling later. The real shame is I don't get that cloth sack because it's extra storage. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to move the dining room somewhere else. And by doing that, I guess we'll use that as a road, I suppose. I like to have a 3 gap. Like, oh, that's huge. I'm going to divide it into 2 buildings. Chill without... Yeah, I'm going to finish that. Boom. Dining room and maybe a hospital, I think. And then we're going to start making the templates and get everyone into their own rooms. Boom. Yep, I'm happy with that. I tend to get the structure built first and roofed. Saves resources and just keeps them all focused. Now we just watch. Should get some more iron mined. We got 428, so we're going to put in a storage box. 300 of the wood. Okay. Something I'm not seeing. Okay. And we're progressing smoothly. I think it's about the same size as that. Let's check. 18. 17, we're off by 1. 11. Okay, cool. We're close. We're within 1 each way. I am missing the music. 1 second, I'll sort it. Not the music, the rain sounds. I might actually, there's a particular app that I use, and I think I might start linking it so that people can, it's a noise generator sort of thing. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I'll start putting it in the description. Nice. God, they've been generous with the components. Mm. Using crafting, which is something we're looking for. They're a devastating trio. They complement each other very well. If you've got a sweet tooth, grab the bag of whatever it is and throw it to the other side of the room. That way you won't eat them all. What? Hmm. We'll get back on research, eh? Right, Jelly. Off you go, dude. God damn it, Tony! I was like, fuck you. Hey, fuck your eyes, Willa. I'm not done with you. Hunting party. This can get interesting, it's worth watching. Sometimes they pick a fight with the wrong animal. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Oh. I think we've got a crash. Yeah, I think my game's crashed. Yeesh, she died. 1 second. Oh, it's downloading something. You know, Memento. I wonder where we saved last. Well, that's the first. Maybe it's one of the mods playing up. There has been some, as I've been putting new mods in, there's been some interesting situations occur. Maybe it's one of the combat mods, maybe? I think the quality control mod is also doing some stuff. Oh, it's taking a while to start. Could also be, let me just check something. Let me know if it gets loud. There we go. Could actually just be that I'm playing sound in the background, maybe? It's a little too much for the old girl. The old girl. Where are we at? We haven't got the fourth guy yet, so that was the last time the game saved. Jesus. Actually not a bad idea to do some that it's a little bit cleaner. If she went in the hospital. Slash rec room. Rec room wouldn't be too bad with probably tomorrow we're going to try and kill that horse. I think the stellic crown's actually worth like a couple of K. Let me just double check something. We have 3 corpses remaining. That is unrelated. Sitting there like a permanent mood debuff. All day. Okay. Very cool. The guinea pigs have gone mad. Oh god. You guys have got this. Let Tony sleep. Okay. I would have called that a miss. We need to get this dining room out of the freezer. I could even put it in here, but I'm too lazy. Just not doing that now. Could you refill that, please? It's getting cooler out here. Like I've never really had too much of an issue using people with lower social skills, um, who are not like cracked, because you end up kind of like as a group just growing. Ooh, well, don't mind if I do. That's just done. We'll let them all haul everything in. Couple of piggies. Couple of donkeys. Hmm. Um, I don't really want anything. I suppose we could use pigs for meat. And then you could use donkeys for the same purpose. I've got no money to begin with, so we'd have to sell something. That's alright. How about that, gentleman? We will not be purchasing. Oh, wow. And next thing will be their rooms, I think. We can make it here. So there should be a bunch of components. 12, 18, 24 components. Nice. We take that. I just realised that we still using torches. What? Oh. I'm pretty sure he can be fine. At the moment, we'll just get these out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is empower this. Furniture. Oh, we've already got the one, so we'll just move him here. I might set up a couple of chairs, tables and chairs. Then yeah, we'll move. Yeah. We got a bit of cloth, haven't we? Did I buy that? I didn't buy that. No, we don't. What else we got? Ah, did I not have the things you forget? Leave that open for other stuff. Furniture. It's a bit unnecessary building too, but surely. Nice. Dum, 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 dum. Tell you what, not mad at that being for me. For the moment. Just remember whenever you claim something like that, just remember to clear the home area around it so I don't just spend time cleaning. What's that? Oh, nice. Oh shit, is that a horse? Oh, bugger. It's on me. I forgot about that horse. Now I'm going to get Willa to do, and Tony to do, just pour a bunch of steel into that base. And select to do it. There we go. The great thing about creating a hospital is that you can change the beds over to whatever they need to be. Except for prisoners, you need to give them their own space. And I try to leave a gap of 2, like that. so that you can put a comfort thing on one side and then the vital monitor on the other. It's something that I like to do. But you can use these beds for like refugees and other sorts of things like that. Just convert them over, or temporary beds for your colonists until their houses are done. So it's really good having the hospital up nice and early. And putting the medicine really close, it gets them up and running. Oh my god, slow it no, not while it's raining. God, you started quick. But yeah, that's not very bad. Save all of my wood. So what will you do? Save all of my wood. Apparently a dry thunderstorm. It's going to rain afterwards. Thanks to be hospitality for an ally. Paul Olivia Bouchard. It's interesting learning about other cultures. Leah will not do any work. She appreciates quality accommodation. Will gain goodwill with Ondelant and Delamont. So we can do it for a tornado generator, which I'm not interested in. Or prestige marine hull. Tempting, even just to sell it. We've got 6 days to decide. Or for the development. Whichever comes first. Okay, so this is just going to burn for a bit. It's raining now. Good. And the crafter as well. Willa, would you mind just doing that? Once, somebody. Okay, so that's already on it. Apparently. Oh, you know what that is. Skip that one. Now I'm going to put a little bookshelf for that book, so they end up going that way. Furniture. Thanks. Okay. Nice. Like that single book there is doing a lot of work because they get like a lot of recreation from that. So, like, look at him, he's already sad. That was counteracting the fact that, that's why we couldn't build that box there because the freaking horseshoe pins there. We were working on just a horseshoe pin, which wouldn't have lasted very long in a base normally. I'm making a lot of mistakes because I still have in my head the last base, things that I think are already done. And so it's kind of I don't mind making mistakes if I'm being for real. It's making everything a little bit more interesting. Like so. So finish that recreation. Gives a little bit more of a mental threshold. Oh, hello. Grim Kester says, are you playing unmodded? I am playing modded. I answered my own question. Hello, Fish10. How you doing? I have definitely got mods. That is definitely base game. Could I tell you what mods we've got? Let me have a look. Options, maybe? Mod options? So, there you go. Just a couple. For the quality of life stuff, I do like extra stories and different scenarios and events, so that will pop up occasionally. I've had some of the mods so long that I think they're the base game. It's like, why I play a vanilla game without mods and it messes it up. Damn, I got like 5 times that. Oh my god. Are we comparing Rimworld mod lists? To be honest, I stop myself. Like, I'll get there and I'll get like 4 or 5 mods. And then I'm like, you need to stop. Because I remember playing Skyrim modded, and you just end up in just like a ridiculous state, and you're like, I need to stop. You end up creating a game that isn't Rimworld. It's just is what it is. $150 mods. My god. I do think some of the mods are essential when you're in the, I suppose you'd call base game / royalty, in the lower end, because it fills in a lot of the gaps, I think, that have been covered by the extra DLCs. Have you played a lot of Rimworld? Yes, but I didn't. This is probably the first time I've gone commitment mode, where I could lose the whole colony, and that's been fun. And yeah, I started streaming that because I kind of want to remember the stories. I actually watch my own videos because I'm quality content. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I did play quite a bit, but I didn't really watch much Rimworld content, if that's what you're trying to get at. If it's looking like I'm not doing things the meta way, it's because I really just did my own thing for a long time. Well, like, I didn't realize how sociopathic everyone was. Like, all the organ harvesting. I was like, I would never. And I'm just sitting there, like, clutching my pearls. I was like, why would you do that? Y'all need Jesus. In saying that, though, like, had no problems building drug empires. I was like, yeah, well, I'm not going to use it. I may as well sell it. But yeah, to give a summary, because I'm assuming you've just rocked up, this was not the original colony. I lost the other colony in the last episode, and we had to, or episode before, and we had to run because we got raided by 3 groups of raiders, and this Solak here is the lone gunman, and so I had to run off with everything in the base that I could get a hold of, and then I've been slowly rebuilding. Fish says, I once had a modded colony support a faction the Empire went against, and they, oh my god, really? Just bombarded the crap out of you. I remember I once played a solo game where I was doing really well, and I was just like denying any other colonist, and then they just called sleeping sickness on me, and she couldn't heal herself because I forgot medical. And I just sat there watching a person die in their bed. It was just like, oh, rough. Yeah, this game has lore. Our grand goal was to go back, but I don't think you can go. But yeah, this Solek's the lone gunman. Like, we don't have any of the original colonists. He literally turned up just as the last colonist was being dragged off the map. So there's people out there that we need to recapture. Maybe we already lost one of them. She died on transit, but there's a whole thing going on. Calvin JB says hi. Man in Black. Yeah, that's the one. What's the one? What's his name in Fallout? Mysterious Stranger. Or is it the Lone Gunman? Yeah, I'm not sure. So yeah, I very nearly just went, "Ah, sorry guys, we'll start a new series." And I was like, no, Solic's still alive. Oh, and you know what ended up being like the thing that nearly broke me? Solic can't put out fires, and they'd lit the base up. So it was just like grabbing things, throwing on a horse, which we had to let the horses go because he had no handling. Oh, it got. The reason why we've got these two things of cement around the base is that if there was a bushfire, there's nothing Solek can do. He would just literally watch it burn. And I was like, Jesus Christ. What do you use on your mod list? I use Quality of Life and VFE. I don't know what VFE is. I was watching it burn. Not only that, I was watching it. I was like frantically deconstructing the roof so that if rain did happen, it would put everything out. Like, it was crazy. But let me have a look at these mods. I'll give you like my thoughts on the mods. Adaptive storage, love it. It's one of my latest mods. It's really sick. Animal behaviors, I don't know if I've ever used that. Allow tool, love it. I do it right at the beginning of each game. Apply pressure, I've not really used it, but I should use it more. But I kind of find it funny watching my guys crawl around bleeding out. Auto self-tend, really nice. Color, mood, bar. I like that one. As you can see, it'll change colors based on their things. Skylights I've started using more instead of just creating greenhouses instead of like sun lamp rooms, which take huge amounts of power. I like it, but I do think it makes the game easier. Dubs mint menus, can't love it. Geological landforms, huge. Freaking love that because it actually adds like it kind of removes a lot of the random number generated maps and adds like mountains and cliff sides and tundras, and it makes the world feel more real. I don't know if I use grazing lands at all. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Hospitality, love it. It's actually very OP once you get it set up, and it's going to be like the theme of this playthrough. Hugs live, love it. Interaction bubbles, I could live without it. Job satisfaction is a new one that I got, and I kind of like it, but it does make the mood situation a lot stronger. So I think it is throwing out the difficulty a little bit. Level up, I kind of like the little sparkle they get every time they level up. Map preview, I like very much. Pick up and haul, it's a little bit better, but sometimes they can be silly. Prisoner ransom, either I've had it for so long that I just assume it's vanilla game. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. RPG style inventory, it's nice. Run and gun, I quite like, it's funny. Sometimes raids go wrong, that is hilarious when it works. I've had whole raids turn up and they immediately get attacked by a pack of wargs. They just get wiped out. You're just sitting there laughing. Simple. Anything that kind of adds a little bit of like the fuck into the game, I'm a huge fan of. So I'm always looking for that. Wall light, like wall light's iconic. Like even in the Rimworld content scene, you never see a game that doesn't have at least got wall light. Yeah. So I like the ones I have, but could I keep going? Yes, 100%, no doubt. Vanilla friendly mods. Oh, okay, cool. They pretty much own the Steam. Okay, cool. I'll have to look into that. Grimcaster says vanilla factions expanded. I might have a couple of his. Let me have a look. Did we see any in there? Yeah, vanilla events expanded. Vanilla vehicles expanded. So I've got a couple of them. I haven't got the whole lot though. I have all of these in my massive mod pack. It's been kind of funny watching some of the content creators because you're just like, oh yeah, I've got that mod and I'm waiting for that experience to come in. I like the refugee mod, the vanilla expanded scenarios. It's quite good. It is great to have like a bunch of workers turn up and just like put them onto grunt work and just get everything, all of your dreams into reality as a base. But you do run out of food. How long have I been making content for Rimworld? Is literally the playlist you see, so probably about a week. I play Albion online normally, and I have done a few videos there over the last Yeah, but as you can see, I don't do any editing or anything like that, so it's all a bit rough. My favorite mod is trade ships, no matter what. That would be that would you think that'd be a little bit overpowered? Just having access to constant trade. I think the things that have been some of the most interesting is a desperate last trade ship that came out of nowhere as you need more Nutramine for penicillin and stuff. Calvin says sometimes I forget my mods aren't actually in Rimworld. Oh yeah. Oh, Animal Behaviors is a Rimworld integrated thing. It's not really a mod. Oh, okay. I have a meme in my colony that makes my colony super depressed. Okay, yeah, that would be pretty straightforward. Hey, Trior has joined the colony. Undergrounder with a great memory. Decent shot. Tony, you can drop the gun now. Right now. You're useless. It won't let me drop the gun. 1 second, we have to go via another way. Drop the gun. Where are you? Trio? Beautiful. Now go have the party in the new rec house. Albion, good. I've seen hundreds of... Yeah, they do saturate YouTube with lots of ads. It's a good game if you've got a group of friends to play it with. You want to try and avoid the politics in that place because it's kind of like EVE Online, or they've got cliques called guilds. They pretend they're not cliques, but they are. -12 mood debuff if we don't trade, I think, but if it's a 5+ if we traded, nice. I get that, that's cool. Kind of makes it more economy strong, which I quite like. I might have to look into it. No, you're tapping into my dangerous habit of just like going crazy with mobs. Trying it with my fine, good or bad idea? I honestly, you know what? In Albion, if you can get your girlfriend to play it with you, whether you're the support or she is, like the healer support, it is a really freaking good game. Just make sure you're not prone to arguing because it'll find the weaknesses in your relationship very quickly. If you get what I mean. She's a gamer. Okay, well, cool. She probably knows your vibe as well. Um, in my experience with girlfriends and wives, either they're the most dangerous DPS you've ever seen and they're a murderer, or they're the best healers and support you've ever seen. They're not mediocre in whatever it is they do. Rocket Man, it's a good mod to stop later game lag. Honestly, yeah, I think I might need to look at something with the lag. We've had a few, I don't know, one of the recent mods might be, I don't know, eating my Rimworld a little bit. It's like making it chug. I think it's the vehicle mod, just because there's like a whole extra loading thing that happens with it. But I'll keep an eye on it. Am I from Australia? Correct. Shrimp on the barbie and all that. Have that, it's really good. Love vehicle mod. One of my playthroughs, I got all of the cars together, but it took me too long to put them into to fill up the 2 trucks with all of the stuff. I was going to go on like a nomad trading run with just cars, and got raided halfway through, and my base couldn't put it back together. It just fell apart and everyone died right as I was about to drive off the base. Have that's really good. What part? I live in East Coast, one of the capital cities. Speaking of traders, I'm in a colony that depends on form gel colonists, which is basically AIs, but if I don't have power, they die. Okay. Yeah, huge. That's kind of cool, actually. Like, I've seen a few mods that actually change it into almost like a medieval survival game. There's actually really wise. There's a game that's come out recently that they say is like a half Rimworld, half... I don't know what the other one is, but it's more medieval focused, Kingdoms. So, we're going to grab Tony. Tony's actually like a refugee, so we're kind of waiting for him to turn on us, but we'll see what happens. He's the only guy with social. Chocolate, love that because it does wreck. They really want me to grab a couple of pigs for the meat. Nutrimine. I will bankrupt myself in order to stockpile Nutrimine. To the point where I will sell components for Nutrimine because it is penicillin, which gives you a resistance to disease. It's one of my first technologies that I unlock in every game. Because I hate malaria, I hate sleeping sickness, I hate all of it. I'd rather have everyone on a 5-day rotation of penicillin so that we don't have to worry about it. And the game hates that. When you get everyone everyone assigned with penicillin, because it really likes to put your people in bed. So we're going to put negative, I'm going to go hard, 50 components. And you're like, what? I don't care if we have to like start camps. I'd rather have the... It's not going to be enough though. We'll just sell all the skins. There we go. Trade extractor is an option. Reinforced barrel for mortars, perhaps. We'll get rid of this tainted stuff. I don't know where that came from. Notes on carpet making. Where are we at? 126. We don't have much money. We had to buy a lot of food last trader. Chem fuel's always good. We actually got 66. We don't need it at the moment, so I might sell that as well. And I might just dial back the components until we're even Steven. Or do we keep the money? We'll keep the money. I can get more components. I haven't even mined yet the components out yet. Good. I have 25 support mods for it and I just get hover tanks. Nice. Carpet bomb tribals. Mana Lords. Yep, you're right, Fish. That's the one. It looks good. Big recommendation is save our ship too. I've seen that one. In the Rim, I always try to get yaks or muffalo. Muffalo's so good. I love muffalos. The wool. Refugee leaving. Okay. So that's Tony heading off now. He didn't end up murdering us. That's nice. Question mark. Is trio. Yep, that's our best social skill right now, I think. Yep. That is the one skill in social our entire colony has. Good thing we got the trade done before then. In the Rim, I always try to get yaks. Yeah, I like yaks as well. Anything that produces like milk or some extra food. Chickens. Chickens breed really quickly. And they grow quick. So plenty of meat, but you don't get skins. Which can be rough. But you get eggs. Yeah. Cool. That refugee event actually means that at some point in the future we're just going to get random drop pods full of goodies. How much? Probably not much. I do like, what I do like about whenever you start is that you do have to spend a bit of time just looking at where your colony's strengths are and lean into them, which means no matter what happens, your colony always looks a little bit different. We could grab those... no, we're not going to grab the pigs. Because part of me still wants to move on to a new location. We'll just keep setting this up. If the base takes off, it takes off. But yeah, we can make penicillin now, which is a big deal. Drug lab. Bad temperature. Oh, thanks, Aldwin. Will's going to grab that one, guaranteed. Thanks, Solik. You like boomalopes? Yeah, chem fuel early game. I actually use boomalopes a lot in deserts because you don't have that many trees, or not that many. You just use them and keep them alive and get nutramine, and then you just go down the whole, not that kind of generator, the chem fuel generators. And that can be done early game, which is good. With the crash landed, not with the tribes. What's that? Tainted. Gasoline. Also, with the car mod, your chem fuel just become a lot more important. I miss the days where you could just like make a bunch of haygrass and turn it into chem fuel, but now what you can do is you can turn it into kibble and use the kibble and then just hunt the map over and over again. We're about to run out of food actually. We're on the way. I always play with max population, 100% map coverage. Oh yeah. Does that increase rates? Well, let's have a closer look at them. You're right. Holy Jesus. Will is old, guys. Doesn't look a day over 49. Just more settlements. More to do, yeah. More to trade. Yep. I love that as well, Calvin. Storing the haygrass. I love haygrass. I'll even make a fridge for it. Makes you immune to winter. Okay. Oh, we do have a few buffaloes. I might take advantage of that maybe. No, that's a bison. Oh yeah. The warm buffaloes. Oh well, we're not there yet. That's the reason we haven't been doing much taming. Yeah, it's been fairly stable for a while. So, looking at our base now, normally what you do is you look at your, what do we need now? Bunch of that doesn't look right, so now we need a bunch of houses, and we will do that right now. Just grab that. Apparently, someone was in this before saying that you can build really tiny rooms as long as you put jade sculptures in it. You're going to see my evil role player come out, and I like to give them actually proper rooms with. That's not too bad. I know I could optimize the crap out of it, but I'm not a. That's good. So something like that. That's not a, you know, crazy large room, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. Just knock this end bit off. And there we go. Seems like a lot of rooms, but you always end up needing more rooms. Beautiful. I've never, yeah, I always thought it was a little bit weird, Calvin. Why is the metal burning? I thought that was a little strange. I actually do convert over to stone eventually. I tend to throw my buildings up nice and quick. And then when I've got extra colonists just churning out, like, it'll be slate or limestone. Then I've got this mod, which is actually really good, which is structure, it's replace. And then it replaces it without the risk of the roof caving in, which is really nice. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I suppose, in a way, if metal melts, it's kind of the same effect. It just, yeah, I don't think it almost needs a different animation, even like it's like melting into the ground or something. And it should have a much higher threshold for temperature, I think. Should be fairly resistant. Okay. I like to give it wooden floors because they get a comfort bonus. Quest failed. What happened? Yeah, no, I don't care. Wish bulk dealers bought stone. Oh, yeah. Oh, well then, I suppose the broken part of that is that if you put like a mine drill anywhere, that's endless stone. And all you have to deal with is like the infestations. Insect meat is great for kibble as well. Yeah, I kind of like the way, enjoyed the way I learned Rimworld, where I wasn't really paying attention to any of the guides or anything like that. Because you kind of MacGyver everything, which is cool. How much wood are we looking at? New lovers. Oh my god. Trio and Willa. You're after a GGGGG? No. Guy? Oh, he's 52, I suppose. He looks older than her, but she's like thousands of years older than him. Why does that sound like an anime? Let me have a think. Yeah, we might do a main road that's a little bit. We can just do this. Okay. So my favorite DLC is Biotech. I have up to Royalty. That's the highest I've gone. I do like Royalty. I'm a bit of a purist. Like, I like the fact that it was a sci-fi cowboy, and then they brought in frickin' Jedi mind tricks. I'm not sure. I still haven't quite gotten over it. But, the key point is you just play it the way you want to play it at the end of the day. Just being an elitist. Back in my day, like all this had hats. Cowboy hats. It's looking more like a city street. Very cool. Randomly attacked by shamblers is annoying. Yeah. I've been watching a few of them. What's that? Well, actually, did someone take that off? No, you've got one. Okay, well, we'll get you to grab that one, dude. Bit of extra carry weight. That's a mod too. Okay, we're starting to look alright. We're moving in a direction, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to leave one for a double bed. Oh, you know what my favourite mod that I have at all time? It's a Korean mod. I think it's Korean. And I have no idea what 90% of this stuff is actually meant to do. But at the end, I think it looks like you're in like a cheap Greek motel. So we will be using this mod in somehow. The whole scenario is based on I don't remember getting this mod. It might be a virus. But we'll see what happens. It looks good. You can't change any of its colors. It is blue and white. That's just the theme. But it's the description of the mod. I remember it does actually exist. Was I'm too lazy to change this over to English, and that was all he said. Here you go. I figured out the rest. He did say that in English though. Aha, got him. Furniture. We're after a double bed. Yointable. I don't know if this comes with the base game, but the hidden power lines? Love them. The fact that you can just do that and you don't see anything, huge. Love it. Put that there. I learned a new trick as well. A chimney for your aircon. Just make sure it doesn't have a roof. And then you just put, we're looking for temperature. We're looking for over wall. I'm pretty sure that's a mod. You don't want to do it that way. And then you just create a fence. And then you set. It's relatively protected. Also, it kind of messes with their aggro. They can't see it. Because normally the first thing raiders do is they go after your aircons. The overwall stuff means that they don't destroy the wall underneath it either. I'm going to have to fix that. Now I'll just put a heater over this side and that should regulate itself. Happy colonists. My toxic Rimworld trade is selling tons of wood early game. Well, if you've got a guy that can like cut it down really fast, it's getting that initial capital so that you can get those few crack OP weapons early game is huge. Like the other series I've got, the one about like the Greek gods, we got a charge rifle, right? Like the overpowered sniper rifle. It's like having a guy with a Gauss cannon. And that just makes everything so much easier. So getting those strong early trades, even getting like a masterwork art thing to put into your this, huge, because it gives them like a +8 buff on mood, which means they're like really hard to break. Like the thing that breaks your colonies early to mid game is problematic traits that just like depression and other sorts of things like that. They just break the colony early, and or people getting into fights and they're constantly having to get like patched up over and over again. It's little things like that. Mech frame mod, it's like Titanfall. It's getting the top 10 new mods for the month. I don't want to get into that habit. Don't tell me to do that. Okay. Don't make me. I forgot what it's doing. Oh no. We're fine. It's fine, don't even worry about it. We might... The Vera tribe is attacking. At least with a decent gunman on side. Fire. Ooh, nice. Guys, she is bisexual. Good melee. Fast walker, so she's going to hit us fast, especially if she's got any go juice. So I reckon we just straight up confront her right now. Roll back. This is the walk and run mod. Willa just hangs around. Stays out of the way of the gunfire more than anything. Thanks, buddy. The raid was a failure. Boom. And we're done. Smarter construction, yeah. I quite like that one. You just reminded me what I was meant to do. Not by saying that, just, I don't know, it tilted my head. Penicillin. And then once we've got it to 10, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our drug policies. We're going to go to social drugs. We're going to turn it on there, and we're going to set it every 5 days. You can go 6 if it's an earlier difficulty, easier difficulty, but if they can get you with the disease, they will in the harder difficulties. And I'm pretty sure it's Strive to Survive Plus. Yeah. If I end up with a bunch of Luciferium, I might pick one of the guys to have it. Yeah, you want me to get involved in cannibalism? I did have a cannibal colony last time. You are right, I need to actually stop stockpiling food. Get on that. Let's get our hunters on that. So we'll get trio on that first. Cooks, butchers, warbler. Are in right now? Yeah, nice. Break a few conventions. There are no conventions in a Rimworld. Apparently the way to do it is you send all of your people who are not psychopaths off the map, and then you get your one psychopath guy to butcher them, and then store it, and then as long as they don't see them being slaughtered, they don't get the mood debuff. Raw cannibalism is plus 20 if you're a cannibal. Royalty mod, I can't change any of my trades. Nash. What's that weakness right now? We need more metal. All our wood's gone as well. Jesus. But lots of things I wasn't doing. Too busy talking about mods. It's all your fault. So we've got a bit more meat. We'll take them off that priority. Move them back over to cutting down trees and stockpiling resources. Or if you think about it, we can do that during winter. We haven't had a research bench this entire time. My god. Unlocked a bunch of research. Oh, you actually get a buff from the bookshelf. Well now, brown cow. Now we're looking for leather, plain leather. We'll wait till all of that's butchered, and we'll see if we can afford a chair. That's the one thing that annoyed me about the last base, because we had a research bench at the last base. That's why we've got certain technologies unlocked. We had a really nice leather chair that was burning. I couldn't take it with me because I didn't have the weight. I was like, I need to leave now. I'm so scared that by tomorrow this colony would be gone by a Junklin tribal with a flint. Here's the thing. First, this is the whole reason she got recruited, Willa. It's not that she was 2,500 years. It's not that she's got good skills. It's the fact that she can put out a fire. That's the only reason. Because Solak is useless. Well, he's useful in very critical points, but those three? No. We got one social skill point. That's it. You know what I reckon? Once we figure out where to sleep and where, I think we might make some of these beds hospitality. And we'll start showing off the hospitality mod, I reckon. Maybe when we've got more food. Yeah, let's go on the food. And we also want to try and get away from these nutrient meals. Because they get a mood buff, and if you give your guests a mood buff, then they're more likely to go, oh my god, wow, and then you just get free shit. They just give you free shit all the time. Not a lot, just a little bit, but one time it was 200 silver. We need to do a production overhaul. So what we're going to do, put that in. Get that. Another key thing is to probably move your butcher table somewhere else. You don't want it too close to your cook. Electric steel sewing. We might end up moving this whole storehouse somewhere else. So every one of them should be on penicillin right now. Beautiful. I remember the first time we got the penicillin going, and it immediately stopped the plague on every single one of the colonists. I freaked out because I thought the whole colonists had just like, it had just gotten through the penicillin. Penoxylin. But yeah, fortunately, the penoxylin, it blocks sleeping sickness, it blocks malaria, it blocks parasitic mechanites, muscle parasites. I think it might limit infections, I'm not sure. Or make the infections heal quicker. But I have not seen that happen as a thing that it's actually been blocked. Willa will grab that hammer to bash that squirrel in the head. That's the level up mod. There we go. Done. Thanks, babes. Once we got all of this built, let's start moving to other things. We're not doing too bad with just one wood-fire generator, which reminds me. Transport pod crash. Please have good social. Otaru. Nope. Solid intellectual though. And a good shot. Great memory, nimble and kind. We will rescue her, because if we capture her, we've got exactly one social to recruit her with. So, yeah. She might join of her own free will. It's fine if she doesn't. We might even use it. Oh, no, that's actually classed as a hostile action. Long burst time to extract. Yeah, we might use that on like a captured prisoner that I don't want. That has a good trait. Bond started the fight with Poopy. Yeah. Paid for cold snap. Well, the Exodus Empire can bang up. Okay. I need whatever time I've got left, so... Okay, they're really keen on hitting me with the squirrels. How many is that? That's 2 squirrels. Might as well just give everyone outside and just wait it out. Here we go. Yep, keep missing. We'll move a little bit forward. Get out the way of the bullets. They can, they will. Yep, resident stormtroopers. See, like, they keep trying to shoot Willa. Okay. Just stop it. Undraft. Yeah, stormtroopers do. I just banished someone who's going to slaughter my yaks. Not the yaks. The Empire will not be happy. Yes, that was one of the hard lessons I learned at the higher difficulties. Is normally I do the deserter quest just because I want a guy with a gun early game, and yeah, in the harder difficulties they will they'll do something about it. They'll siege the colony. Cool. Rightio. Was it Willa and Trio? Willa and Trio. Next thing will be... We may just walk over this side. We'll give Solek his own room. Beautiful. I actually do put like because of the refugees, I actually make like a little hostel. Just spare beds. We'll leave that there for the moment. We don't really need to move. But now they all should be a little bit more comfortable. Sick, he's still got muscle parasites. Nice. Nice, I didn't know there wasn't a deserted expander mod. It's kind of funny. We will slowly rise against the Empire and free the galaxy. I don't know why I sounded like Darth Sidious if he was a rebel. Yes, it's all a part of my plan to be a good person. Do it. Top 10 things you do not want to see. Number 1, no herbal medicine to extract organs. True. I didn't even think to extract organs. All of my colonies are like hippies. Like, I'll run drug empires, but I don't really murder people if I can avoid it. We have an electrical fault. We seem to be fine though. We've run out of power. That's not great. Willow, could you just get on that, please? Thanks, buddy. That reminds me, we're going to build a wind turbine. A couple of wind turbines, I think. Yes. I'm going to concrete it, and then that's going to be my drop storage. I do like that I learned very recently that you can do that. No, do that, sorry. And they don't interfere with each other. And then you can fill these areas with solar panels. Didn't know that. It's like, yes, the power. For some reason can't build there, that's because that's there. You fool. Did I do that wrong? No, I've done the concrete barrier wrong. There's an extra one on this side. True. Four turbines. Should be more than enough power. Hidden wires to make it look clean. Yeah. Oh, yep. Remember to actually connect it to the main power grid. Beautiful. I make clones and get to extract organs when the dead mod and make profit. True. Here's the thing. I think there's the what you think a Rimworld would look like, and then there's Rimworld's law, which is made by the players. And when they realized they could make a bunch of money organ harvesting, that was just the way it was going to go. There's always a meta. And the truth of the matter is like, it's a good practice to get into, because the amount of times you like lose legs and other like critical bits of your colonists is actually, like, even this sort of stuff, like you could quickly remove a -10 mood debuff if you just replaced his leg because it's aching, you know, stuff like that. Itchy +2%, yeah, so you could just do, like, it would make everything a lot quicker and easier. What I would normally do though, I tend to like hard push to bionics, and so I end up upgrading everyone late game, and normally I kind of ignore when they get slower. Normally I swarm colonists so I can actually take a couple of hits. Like how the canon name for the Empire is the Shattered Empire. Yeah. Genetically better bodies of full cyborg. Yep, you're definitely pushing me into aggressively modding. Be fun though. I freaking love mods in games. I think that's where, you know how they talk about like gaming's kind of losing its way a bit? I think it's in the modding community now. There was a game developer recently who started defending a guy who was stealing his game for something. I forget what it is. And he said, well, you know, at the beginning, like, everyone used to pirate from everybody else. That was just the way it was. you know? It's not great to do it, but at the same time, at the time, it was Wild West. Like, the East was stealing from the West in gaming, the West was stealing from the East. It's just the way creatives work. Like, even music. David Grohl from Foo Fighters talked about how he used to just take a lot of his drum things he'd take from just singers who were doing it at the time. And he even met one later on in life, and he said, "I'm sorry for taking this bit." The other guy said, "Well, I knew you were doing it, but it made the thing a lot bigger and better, and kind of, in his small way, changed the shape of music." Hot take: pirating is not wrong because games are way overpriced nowadays. If you can't afford it, you know what happened is technology reached the point where making games became much, much cheaper, and the price of the games did not reflect the technological innovations that were at place, which left everyone with any basic understanding of maths going, why are those savings not being passed across to like players in order to get more people from more demographics from maybe parts of the world where the games were already too overpriced to get involved? And I just think that I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just they didn't reflect the ease of development at the time. Now, in saying that though, Rimworld is a game that at the time was very affordable, and I think it still remains to be unbelievable value for money. This is the metrics you use. Yeah, indie games, yeah. It's what it is. It's greed at the end of the day. Greed with a testy blowout. It's just greed. You eventually, like, greedy people follow money wherever it goes. And for a while there, no one wanted to touch game development with the 10-foot pole. It was just for nerds, and it was just a silly little thing they did back in the 80s and 90s. And then it started making genuine money, like serious money. And it's only a matter of time before investors and money people start going, I don't know what all of this is about. All I know is that company had $1 billion profit last year. I'm going to get involved in that, whatever that is. I don't care what it is. I don't have any real, as long as I see my return on investment, do whatever you like. That's my me matching the temperature of your take. Money finds money wherever it is. But in modding community, all of these people just doing it because they love the game, or something's annoying the crap out of them more often than not. They want to fix the game. I think that's huge. And I think it means a lot of these guys who do that kind of stuff are probably going to be the game developers of the future, because they're, getting more experience with the process. That's my thoughts as resident expert in all things. Everyone got greedy. Life is greedy. People are greedy. You want to... Yeah, it's just... I suppose I've been around, I've just seen it too much. It's like, it would be more shocking if a game company kind of didn't do that. You'd be like, are they trying to collapse or something? Because they're not just competing for their spot in the market, they're actually competing against other medias as well, and it's not okay that they're greedy about it, but at the same time, they created the world they're in. We created the world they're in. Before I let colonists leave, I harvest everything I can. My God, Calvin. Sad. It's rare to see good game companies. Yeah, I remember when Bethesda was just a funny little meme, and then after a while you realize there was a method to their cunning. They were real champions of the early day modding community. And you just thought, oh, isn't that kind of cool? And then after a while, you're like, wait a second, they're releasing patches that are identical to the mods. They're basically letting the players fix the game, and then they're selling the fix without actually developing the fix themselves. They basically have 24/7 playtesters. And I remember going, gee, that is sneaky. Very sneaky. I really only like real-time strategy games anymore. Oh yeah. Fallout got weird last 2 years. Dude, my love for Fallout 4, fuck, that was a good game. It still is. But I still remember my last ever memory of that game. I was just randomly just walking around getting my save file and coming down this road, and it's like that road that leads onto one of those broken bridges, and I see a little camp that's got no one in it. Maybe I'd killed the guys ages ago and just didn't visit the camp. And I go there and I see a little radio, and I sit next to the radio just listening to the music playing, and these two freaking gangs of like super mutants and wastelanders must have seen me and run over to me, but then they saw each other, and then no one shot at me anymore, and then I just sat there watching as these two gigantic camps just destroyed each other with like bazookas and nukes, and I'm just sitting there laughing. Didn't even pull a shot. They wiped each other out. I didn't even need to kill anyone. I couldn't even find like the survivor. I think they like traded. Towering construction, eh? Lens component. No. Yeah. I loved Fallout 3 as well, but Fallout 4 was just, I don't know, moved from a game into art, I think. When a game can lose you in its world, like I think you've moved from just a game into an art form. You're fully immersed. We're looking good. Plenty of power. I'm going to build a couple more batteries. Where? Oh, okay, I get you. A cougar is hunting Willow. Where is Willow? Okay, we're going to get you to draft. Roll back to Trio. Trio is going to draft. Wait there. I don't know where Solek is. You're going to draft, and you're going to go up here. Willow, roll back. He's coming in fast. We're going to stop you there because you are the melee. You're going to shoot. You're going to shoot. Hopefully you're going to hit. Yep, got him. Willow's going to roll back, roll back, roll back. And then we're going to start hitting because it's no use having your back to an enemy. Stunned, shot. Beautiful. Minimizing the damage. Willow's going to go to the hospital, and whoever's the best healer is going to go sort her out, which would probably be Solid. Actually, yeah, she has self-heal. Maybe she'll do that. I actually kind of like leaving them on 2. No, not that one. I did that wrong. I know I can do this. 2, 1, 1. Just like that. Boomalopes. Do I want them? No, before we lost our last base, we tried to tame a boomalope and it turned on us, and then we had crap blowing up everywhere. It was a mess. I hope Calvin doesn't learn about the clone mod, because I know that man will make human farms. Wouldn't even meet. Calvin's given the vibe. But hey, at least he's got Rimworld. Nice. Everything's looking good. We should probably grab some of this herbal medicine too, while I'm thinking about it. We need to clean, guys. I'm going to insist that the cleaning gets done first for a couple of moments. We're all going to get food poisoning. Well, not at the moment, but we will soon. Um, Nice. And then that frees up any extra materials to either go into there or whatever. Great thing is that we haven't had to have a cook doing things. We can get other stuff done. So great thing, the paste dispenser. It's definitely not overpowered. Don't put that out in the world. Who's our crafter? Willow? Just going to make sure that you make another batch of penicillin so that we stay on top of our 5-day rotation. Beautiful. Once we get it up to 8, we'll let it go. Too easy, fish. Have a lovely day. Or night, or evening. Beautiful. Probably not too far away either, actually. I try to keep the episodes under 2 hours or an hour and a half, so that we know. Go from there. Normally what I do when I'm thinking about it is I find one last big task to do. So once this is done, we'll end the stream. Which means we're going to need more metal, which is coming. Yeah, so once that's done, we'll probably kill the stream. I found a bug for my colony. If I make all the people who have formed gel to spawn, the game thinks everyone is dead. Oh my god. You're a monster. But then, I suppose I'm like low-key the same, because I would sell like gargantuan amounts of drugs. Anywhere and everywhere. And I'd start fights with other, like I'd start, eventually you build an army to the point where you're just like picking fights with everyone. So, waves of murder. You know how you, like in Skyrim, where you just like, you can become so overpowered, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna wipe out Whiterun. Starting off with Nazim. Okay, that was nice and quick. We might actually call the stream there, guys. And I will see you in the next episode. Become tradition to say awkward silence at the end of this one. I hope you have a good one. Awkward silence.